Over the last weekend, Queen Elizabeth II has been celebrating her Platinum Jubilee. Today, as part of a special Top 50 video, we look at 50 expensive things owned by Her Majesty and members of her family. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the like button to help us rank in the YouTube algorithm. Number 50, Balmoral Castle, Queen Elizabeth II. Rebuilt in 1856 by William Smith after the original castle was deemed not suitable for modern day life, this splendid castle is the private Scottish residence of Queen Elizabeth and is said to be one of her favourite places. Set in 20,000 acres of the best farmland in Scotland, the royal standard is always flown when Her Majesty is in residence. Purchased in 1852 for Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, the splendid castle is the private Scottish residence of Queen Elizabeth and is one of the largest castles in the United Kingdom. There are a whopping 52 bedrooms in Balmoral alongside plenty of reception rooms, and while the Queen is in residence, she often takes trips into the countryside. The whole estate is thought to have a current value of around £60.3 million. Number 49, Highgrove Residence, Prince Charles. Prince Charles paid roughly £865,000 for Highgrove Estate in 1980, and the home is sometimes open to the public with almost 30,000 visitors each year. Prince Charles is known for his green lifestyle, and solar panels have been installed on the farm, while the house is heated by a wood chip boiler. Waste from the house, which was built in the 18th century, is filtered through a natural sewage system. He added neoclassical additions to the home in 1987, and the home features ashlar blocks with a stone and slate roof. Number 48, Bullhide Manor, Camilla Parker Bowles. Thought to have been purchased by Camilla Parker Bowles and her then husband Andrew between 1967 and 1973, this large 16th century stone tile building was designated as Grade 2 listed in 1952. The grounds of the property include a farmhouse, 2 summer houses, 2 18th century stone lodges, and a 2-story former coach house dated in 1806. Another home that has gardens open to the public over one day of the year, it was most recently sold in 2011 by Earl and Countess Cairns for £4.76 million. Number 47, Malibu Home, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Featuring 8 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms, this Italian-style property is located in a high-end area of Malibu and has a fantastic view of the Pacific Ocean. The palatial home has its own large swimming pool, hot tub, waterfalls and koi ponds. While you're inside, you can also find a cinema and state-of-the-art gym. Located just a stone's throw away from a private beach, the couple reportedly spent $16 million on this palatial home. The royal couple will reportedly spend around £1 million to refurbish the property while travelling to and from the UK. Number 46, Ray Mill House, Camilla Parker Bowles. Purchased in 1994 by Camilla Parker Bowles after divorcing her first husband Andrew Parker Bowles, this Grade 2 listed property is located 15 minutes drive away from the Highgrove house. The home has some amazing gardens and has access to an outdoor swimming pool, stables for her horses, and even its own river. The home features its own master bedroom with 4-poster bed, sitting room with garden views, high ceilings, enormous bay with floor-to-ceiling windows, and a large dining room. Number 45, Sandringham Estate, Queen Elizabeth II. Surrounded by 20,000 acres of lush green fields and forests, Sandringham House has been the personal home of 4 generations of the British royal family. Situated in the English county of Norfolk, the main rooms of the home feature stunning bay windows, and it's still reported to be on gas lighting. Features include an amazing entrance hall, fabulous ballroom, working farm, and of course the official royal residences. The home is often open to the public when the royals are not in attendance, and it is said to be worth around $160 million. Number 44, Audi RS6, Prince Harry. Having been sold back in 2018, Prince Harry's Audi RS6 was by far the newest and most impressive car in the royal family's car collection. Priced at £71,900 with over £11,330 worth of optional extras, his RS6 features 21-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy wheels and a sports exhaust. Optional extras include a panoramic sunroof, privacy glass, RS Sport Suspension Plus with dynamic ride climate control, dynamic steering and night vision assist. The top speed of the car has been increased from 155 mph to a crazy 174 mph, and the car has a twin-turbo 4-litre V8 engine. It's not the first Audi that Prince Harry has owned, and his previous motors were an RS5 and an Audi S3. Number 43. Toronto home Meghan Markle. Once forming part of Meghan Markle's property portfolio, this home is where Prince Harry stayed when the couple first met. Described as very private and having lovely amenities, the house features 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. With marble bathrooms and outside garage for 2 cars, the home was sold for around $1.4 million. Number 42. Audi A8 limousine Prince Charles. Featuring a 340 horsepower turbocharged 3-litre V6 engine, this car has a price tag of around $84,000 and a powerful Bose surround sound system that includes 14 speakers. The car has all-wheel drive and 8-speed automatic transmission, air suspension, front and rear roll bars, electric power assisted steering, iPod integration and on-board charging. Also included is a rear heated footrest to make those journeys more comfortable. Number 41. Wolverton Railway Station. Officially known as the Royal Station, Wolverton has been used by members of the royal family since well before Queen Elizabeth was born and was once owned by Edward VII. Since as early as 1862, royals and famous leaders of countries have passed through this station, including the King and Queen of Denmark and Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. Rasputin is reported to have travelled from London to Wolverton en route to Sandringham House in the early 1900s to speak with the king on matters of war. Situated 5 miles from King's Lynn on the North Norfolk coast, it lies in close proximity to Sandringham House, and the line was upgraded to include installation of extra sidings to house the royal coaches and doubled the tracks. The last royal train came through the station in 1966, and today the station is owned by Richard Brown, with the line closing in 1969. Number 40. Lapis Lazuli or Prince George. This amazing gift was given to Prince George by the Pope via the Queen, who visited the Vatican in 2011. The blue sphere is topped with a silver cross of Edward the Confessor and is known to be an emblem of royal power used by the ancient Romans. Bearing the inscription Pope Francis to His Royal Highness Prince George of Cambridge, lapis lazuli is a universal symbol for wisdom and truth. Number 39. Tamnagar, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Another home that is located on the grounds of Balmoral. This is where the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall stay when they're in Scotland. The 3-bedroom cottage named Tamnagar is also located close to Prince Charles's cottage at Birkhall. Known to have enjoyed some of their happiest times together at the property, the couple stayed at the cottage with their 3 children during their summer holiday in Scotland in 2019. Number 38. Handbag collection Queen Elizabeth II. Rarely seen without a handbag when in public, Queen Elizabeth II often uses these handbags to send direct signals to her staff. Preferring purses from luxury London designer Lorna, they currently estimate that she owns around 200 of these pricey accessories. Coming in at around $2,500 a pop, this means the Queen's handbag collection is one of the most expensive in the United Kingdom. Number 37. Branwell Manor, Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. Located near the village of Bramwell, Northamptonshire, this historic former home of the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester was occupied by Windsor House Antiques in 2017. Featuring a 40-room Grade II 18th century manor house that dates back to 1586, the estate in total comprises 2,500 acres. The house is listed Grade II on the National Heritage List for England and was also once the childhood residence of Prince Philip's future private secretary, Sir Brian McGrath. Number 36. Birkhall home Prince Charles. Located on 53,000 acres of land, this royal deeside home in Aberdeenshire, Scotland was built in 1715. Inherited by Charles, Prince of Wales from Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, this property is best known for its large gardens. Heavily restored by the Prince in the last 14 years, this home is where Prince Charles and Camilla often stay when visiting the Queen at Balmoral, and often spend their summer holidays at this home. Number 35. State Bentley Limousines, Queen Elizabeth II. Many of the royal cars and carriages in the household form part of the Crown estate. However, 2 cars made especially for Her Majesty by Bentley were produced for her to celebrate her Golden Jubilee in 2002. Features of the 2 cars include twin turbocharged 6.75 litre V8 engines, broad coach doors opening to the rear by almost 90 degrees, and armoured bodywork with bulletproof glass. The car's cabin can be sealed airtight in case of a gas attack, is also blast resistant, and the tyres are Kevlar reinforced. Used mostly on official engagements, the cars travel in a motorcade, usually including a support vehicle, Royal Protection Squad cars, and motorcycle outriders. Both cars have been converted to run on biofuel and have been valued at £10 million each. Number 34. Amner Hall, Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Known as the countryside bolt hole of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, this massive home features contemporary interiors and was constructed in 1802. Although kept private, reports suggest the home includes 10 bedrooms, a swimming pool, and private tennis courts. Several £million have been spent refurbishing the Georgian mansion that includes a glazed garden room, upgraded tennis court, and a new kitchen. The property has been dubbed a secluded fortress, with close protection officers on duty around the clock and visitors monitored at all times. Number 33. King Khalid of Saudi Arabia necklace, Queen Elizabeth II. Presented to the Queen in 1979 by King Khalid of Saudi Arabia during her visit, this necklace features pear-shaped diamonds in a modern fringe setting. The Queen wore the necklace for a banquet held at Claridge's in London during King Khalid's 1981 visit to the UK. The diamonds radiate away from the necklace base while the pear-shaped pendants cap the fringes, and the piece is thought to be worth close to £1.2 million. Number 32. Gatcombe Park, Princess Anne. Officially known as the country residence of Anne, Princess Royal, Gatcombe Park is located in Gloucestershire. Built in the late 18th century, the Grade 2 listed home is the private residence of Anne and thought to have cost between £500,000 and £750,000. Often open for events including horse trials and craft fairs, the grounds are substantial and cover at least 730 acres. Features of the main house include 5 master bedrooms, 4 secondary bedrooms, 4 reception rooms, a library, a billiards room, a conservatory and staff accommodation. Its extensive grounds play host to the Festival of British Eventing every year and are organised by Mark Phillips with considerable input from Princess Anne. Number 31. Land Rover Defender, Queen Elizabeth II. Many in the royal family own 4x4 vehicles, and many of these are made by Jaguar Land Rover. One of the Queen's favourite vehicles is her personal Land Rover Defender, even though she only gets to drive it every once in a while. She has often been seen driving vehicles from Land Rover and glaring at the press as she goes by. Featuring a 5-litre V8 petrol engine, it was in continuous production at Land Rover's Lode Lane plant in Solihull for almost 70 years. Number 30. Fabergé Collection, Queen Elizabeth II. Some of the finest works by great Russian jeweller Peter Karl Fabergé feature in the Queen's collection. Over 300 exquisite objects on display are just half of her collection and have been in the family for over 100 years. Many are gifts received from her by foreign heads of state and include at least a couple of eggs, picture frames and even flowers. It's understood that many of the Fabergé items do form part of the Crown estate and are held in trust by the Queen for the public. Number 29, Lagonda 3-litre Prince Philip. Now sold, this classic car was one of the favourites in the collection of the Duke of Edinburgh when he was alive. Sold at auction for a world record price of £350,000, the 1954 Lagonda 3-litre drophead coupe was his personal car until 1961. The Duke owned this car from new, and it was finished in Edinburgh green with grey leather and was one of just 20 built. The Prince had access to his own radio telephone in the car that operated on a special frequency allocated by the Admiralty and allowed him to talk to the palace while on his journey. Number 28, Apartment 1A, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. One of the larger and more expensive private homes within the royal family, Apartment 1A is located at Kensington Palace with over 20 rooms. The apartment is the largest on site, with 20 rooms including 2 reception rooms, studies and a dining room. 2 kitchens for staff are included alongside the main kitchen, which is used by the royals, while the 3 bedrooms include dressing rooms and 2 nurseries. Walls inside the home are filled with art from the royal collection, and the home has large staff quarters and a large walled-in garden. The place where Queen Victoria was born and brought up, Kensington Palace, also features a swimming pool, and the gardens allow for public use of the tennis courts. Number 27, Dolphins, Queen Elizabeth II. Similar to the British fisheries law, Queen Elizabeth II owns all the dolphins and whales in the British waters. The dolphins actually hold the title Fishes Royal, which dates back to a statute from 1324. Animals gifted to the Queen are often placed in the care of the London Zoo. However, if a dolphin was gifted, we are sure it would be released into the wild. Number 26, Jaguar XJ Prince Charles. Thought to be somewhere in the region of $70,000, all seats in the car have their own individual heating systems. The Jaguar Smart Key allows the door handles to automatically unlock as you pull them, and the car has a 0 to 60 speed of 6.2 seconds. The soft door close function automatically ensures the doors close softly and securely with minimum exertion, and surface progress control helps the vehicle on steeper inclines. With a 3-litre 300 PS diesel engine, the interior features ivory soft grain leather seats with oyster contrast stitching. Number 25, Racing Horses, Queen Elizabeth II. It's no secret that Queen Elizabeth has a special place in her heart for horse racing, and her stables have bred a number of winners in the past. She was given her first horse, a Shetland pony named Peggy, at age 4 and was riding confidently by age 6. By age 18, she was an accomplished rider and had continued to ride horses into her 90s. She owns many thoroughbred horses for use in racing, including her own bred stock, as well as horses bred by the National Stud. The first reigning monarch to ever be named British flat racing champion owner twice, she hosts the Royal Windsor Horse Show every year at Windsor Park. Elizabeth also breeds Shetland ponies at Balmoral in Scotland and opened a full-time Highland pony stud at Balmoral. Number 24, Carmarthenshire home, Prince Charles. As we have come to expect from Prince Charles, his properties are both sustainable and ecologically sound. Making use of locally sourced materials, he has adapted his Welsh home and built a model farm. The interior of the home features simple plank doors and shutters that are made from Duchy of Cornwall oak. Simplicity is key with this home, and it features a modern kitchen, living room and separate bedrooms and antique quilts. Number 23, Ducati 1198S Evo Corse SE, Duke of Cambridge. Described as one motorcycle that everybody should ride at least once, the Duke of Cambridge does indeed own a Ducati Evo Corse SE. Featuring Pirelli tyres, a gearbox that is sweeter than sugared almonds, and a top speed of 180 miles per hour, this 1100cc superbike gives him that stealthy Bruce Wayne look. He is not shy to the world of bikes and has owned at least 3 others since passing his test aged 19. Interestingly, George V, William's great-grandfather, was often seen riding on his favourite form of transportation, a 350cc Douglas. Number 22, Art Collection, Queen Elizabeth II. Many items grace the Royal Art Collection, including furniture and ornaments, and it is one of the largest private art collections in the world. While many artworks are owned by the Crown Estate, Her Majesty does own some works privately. Portraits by Rembrandt, Michelangelo and at least 600 drawings by Leonardo da Vinci are just some of the amazing works in the collection. One of the largest collections of French furniture ever assembled, it features many gifts the Queen has received over the years. Number 21, Engagement Ring Princess Eugenie. Bearing a striking resemblance to that of her mother's, this ring was given to her by Jack Brooksbank before their wedding. The couple had been dating for about 7 years and got engaged while in Nicaragua. It's important to point out that this ring bears a similarity to another ring that worn by Kate Middleton during her engagement to Prince William. The ring, which is a blush-coloured sapphire ring surrounded by diamonds, is thought to have cost in the region of £100,000. Number 20, Gatcombe Park Home, Mike Tyndall. Located in Cheltenham, Hallory House is a detached townhouse where Mike Tyndall and Zara Tyndall lived before getting married. Sold for £1.2 million in 2013, the home came complete with a hot tub, cinema, gym and jaw-dropping interiors. A Grade 2 property that is set over 4 floors with almost 5,000 square feet of space. The couple added a double garage and it has its own basement. Triple floor-to-ceiling sash windows, 7 bedrooms including a spacious master bedroom, spiral staircase and full marble bathroom make the home look amazing. Number 19, Craiggowan Lodge, Queen Elizabeth II. Located on the Balmoral estate, this rustic stone cottage is where Queen Elizabeth spends the first few days of her yearly summer holidays. Located about 1 mile from the main Balmoral residence, the 7-bedroom stone house is located on the edge of a forest. The home became a favourite place for Princess Diana and Prince Charles, mainly due to its remote nature, and the Queen also spent time at the home after the passing of Prince Philip. Number 18, Cotswolds Farmhouse, Princess Beatrice. Said to still be under construction, the large home features its own swimming pool, party barn and tennis courts. Originally on the market for around £3 million, the home sits in breathtaking and calming scenery and is perfect for the princess and her husband who decided to move to the country. Security features at the home will include 6-foot security gates, a CCTV system, and while the location is perfect for her sister and family to visit. Number 17, Rolex Explorer 2, Prince Harry. Presented on a brushed stainless steel oyster bracelet and is waterproof up to 330 feet, Prince Harry's Rolex Explorer 2 is a popular and well-regarded member of the Rolex Explorer family. Features of this watch include a classic black dial, white luminous hour markers, and it's thought to have cost the prince around £5,000. With its own date window and eye-catching red hand with the Rolex caliber 3186 movement, Harry knows the time all the time. Number 16, Land, Queen Elizabeth II. Thought to be one of the largest landowners on the planet, Queen Elizabeth II has a portfolio showing around 6 million acres of land. Owning land in countries that are not her domestic territory, it's believed her land holdings could total upwards of $33 trillion. It's thought the Queen owns around 1/6 of the world's non-oceanic surface, but this is, of course, shrinking all the time. Number 15, the Castle of May, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. While it's no longer owned by a specific member of the royal family, this castle has an interesting history as the most northerly inhabited castle in Scotland. Once owned by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, who purchased the castle in 1952, it features gardens and parklands which extend over 30 acres. After restoring the gardens and castle to its former glory, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother spent 4 weeks at the castle each year. The castle has been estimated as being worth just £1 million, but is thought to be worth much more. Number 14, Patek Philippe watch, Prince Charles. One timepiece that is often heard but not seen on the wrist of Prince Charles is his Patek Philippe watch, and this brand has been described as one of the best, often commanding a price tag of between $50,000 and $150,000. Watches like the Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar feature a platinum bezel and some have a rare black dial. While the prince often wears the watch, he is good at hiding it, tucking it into his sleeve and well out of sight. Number 13, Mini Countryman Meghan Markle. Featuring a top speed of 122.4 to 145.4 miles per hour, this car is described as being refined, comfortable, and having a quality cabin. Featuring chrome detailing and LED lighting, Meghan's Mini Countryman can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.3 to 9.5 seconds. The car has a 2-litre turbocharged engine that provides 192 brake horsepower and was a gift from Prince Harry to Meghan Markle. Number 12, Rolex Submariner Prince Andrew. Another Rolex, this time owned by a rather controversial member of the royal family. Prince Andrew has been absent from many royal circles as of late, but when he chooses his timepieces, he almost always chooses Rolex. Part of the Rolex Oyster Perpetual line, the Rolex Submariner went into production in 1953. A classic among wristwatches, it can be submerged in depths of up to 1,000 feet and is one of the most widely recognised luxury brands in the world. It's thought the watch is worth somewhere in the region of $40,000. Number 11, Royal Fisheries Queen Elizabeth II. Owning all open underwater fisheries within the water boundaries of the United Kingdom is quite a feat, but that's what it means to be Queen. Not only does she own the fisheries, but she is also responsible for their well-being, while whales and porpoises are also included in the law from 1342 during the rule of King Edward II. Number 10, Jaguar I-Pace Prince Charles. Now a fan of economic and energy saving, well, pretty much everything, Prince Charles purchased Jaguar's first electric car in 2018. With a price tag of $69,500, he opted to avoid the top model, which costs as much as $80,000. With a range of 240 miles on its battery, it can produce 394 horsepower and perfectly fits the Prince's lifestyle. Number 9, Berkshire Home Duke and Duchess of York. Now completely torn down, this large home was once the official residence of the Duke and Duchess of York. Originally featuring 12 bedrooms, the home was a gift from the Queen in 1986 and was put on the market in 2002 after the couple separated. Later purchased by the son-in-law of the former president of Kazakhstan, it was later razed to the ground and a new mansion now sits in its place. Number 8, Aston Martin DB6 Mark II Prince Charles. Thanks to its fast engine, Prince Charles Aston Martin DB6 can reach a top speed of 151 miles per hour and has a 0 to 60 acceleration speed of 8.4 seconds. Reported to have been converted to ethanol, this car was a gift to Prince Charles on his 21st birthday. Produced from September 1965 to January 1971, only 1,788 were ever produced, making this quite a collector's item. The DB6 has the longest production run up to 1975, and this car was driven by Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton after their wedding in London. Number 7, Bentley Continental Flying Spur, the Duchess of York. A gift from a Norwegian tycoon, this $200,000 car is thought to have been sold for closer to $50,000. Interior features include massaging front seats, large screen with infotainment system, onboard Wi-Fi, and piano black veneer dashboard. Thought to have belonged to the Duchess of York until 2016, the Flying Spur features a 6-litre W12 twin turbo engine with a 0 to 60 mph sprint time of just 4.5 seconds and a top speed of 200 miles per hour. It was hard to miss her arrival. Number 6, Breitling Aerospace Watch Prince Harry. While Rolex gets the royal seal of approval, it's Breitling that can often be seen on the arm of Prince Harry. Costing £3,260, his Breitling Aerospace Evo Volcano features a black dial and titanium bracelet. Robust yet lightweight construction that houses the super quartz movement. It has two 24-hour LCD digital display NVG compatible backlights, water resistance of 100 meters, titanium case, unidirectional ratcheted bezel and integrated rider tabs make this a timepiece for the experienced watch connoisseur. Number 5, Royal Swans, Queen Elizabeth II. Did you know the Queen has a right to claim ownership of all unmarked mute swans swimming in open waters? Well, you do now. The swans across the UK are now protected species, and not so long ago you could be jailed even for stealing swan eggs. Ownership of swans is a very exclusive club and is only permitted by the Queen, Abbotsea Swanery, the Vinters and the Dyers. Only unmarked swans are officially owned by the Queen, and she used to attend the annual event of swan-upping on the River Thames. Number 4. Transylvania Properties, Prince Charles. Something slightly less well known are Prince Charles's properties abroad, and these include his properties in Transylvania. Falling in love with the country after a visit in 1998, he purchased 2 properties in the country sometime in 2006 and 2010. The prince only spends a couple of days a year in the area due to his busy schedule. Owned in the small Saxon village of Vistfree and the village of Zalan-Patak, the homes have been dubbed the World Heritage Sites. Number 3. Swiss Ski Chalet, Duke and Duchess of York. Moving out of the spotlight some years ago, the Duke and Duchess of York owned this $15 million home that is located in the exclusive Swiss village of Verbier. Coming with 7 bedrooms, a swimming pool and a room for a staff of 6, the villa has the best access to the ski slopes of the Alps. Other high-profile celebs are known to own villas in this area, including Sir Richard Branson, Leonardo DiCaprio and James Blunt. Number 2. McDonald's drive-thru, Queen Elizabeth II. While it has now been sold off, the Queen did indeed own a McDonald's located 80 minutes away from London. Once part of her £13 billion property empire, Banbury Gateway Shopping Park sits just outside the picturesque Cotswolds. Featuring leather sofas, digital menu boards and free Samsung tablets, it was the only McDonald's in the country to sit on Her Majesty's land. She also once owned a McDonald's in Bath Road Retail Park in Slough, but that was sold in 2016 for £177 million. Number 1. Cartier Tang Francois watch, Princess Diana. Finishing off our list with one of the most famous members of the royal family, Princess Diana once owned this amazing Cartier Tang Francois watch. The watch was passed down to her son Prince William after her death in 1997 and is made from 18-karat gold. Prince Harry received the watch after switching mementos with William and his mother's engagement ring. Diana wore the watch mostly after her divorce from Charles, and it was officially one of her favourite watches. Thanks for watching this video on 50 expensive things owned by the British royal family, a Platinum Jubilee special. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button to help us rank in the YouTube algorithm, and don't forget to check out more videos on the royal family coming on the next page.